Meanwhile, Syrian government forces have launched a new offensive against rebels on the outskirts of the city of Aleppo. For the first time in 4 years, the Syrian government took full control of the city this week. The rebel pullout marks President Assad's greatest victory since the conflict began in 2011. Ali Ibrahim has this story.
Once again, battles rage in Aleppo as the Syrian Air Force carried out a series of airstrikes against rebel positions on the western outskirts of the city in retaliation to a rebel shelling that killed at least 6 civilians in the district of Saif al-Dawla. A Syrian military source tells CCTV that the ongoing airstrikes are not part of a large-scale military offensive, but are merely a deterrent. Syrian military units in Aleppo are still engaged in search and clearing operations in the recently retaken eastern districts of the city, and it seems the army will take some time before it can regroup and embark in a new attack against rebel positions in the countryside of Aleppo. Sources close to the Syrian government say that rebel attacks aim to prevent the government from savoring its victory in Aleppo, adding that Damascus will do whatever it takes to solidify its positions in the city that was the country's largest prior to the beginning of the conflict. Meanwhile, residents of Aleppo fear that repeated rocket attacks by the rebels could send the city in another endless cycle of violence after many of them hoped that war was over for Aleppo. Ali Ibrahim, CCTV, Damascus.